Welcome back, everybody, to my 3-in-1 birthday special for Scott Weinger, Jodi, Benson, and Henry Winkler with another CD-ROM game, and we're going to play the 2003 PC version of Jeopardy. Let's see how it goes.
Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin our game. Normal game, okay? So how many people out there? Player one, what's your name? Player one, here's your buzz-in key. You can also use your mouse to write down your signature as well. All right, let's go. From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy! Here he is, the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to another game of Jeopardy, everybody. The first round categories are as follows. In the dictionary, 20th century novels, The Wizard of Oz, The Chicago Bulls, notable names, and last but not least, music appreciation. All right, let's get things underway, player one.
The Chicago Bulls 1,000.
Artis Gilmore, a star for Chicago at this position, twice started the All-Star game against Kareem.
Anyone at all? What we were looking for was this.
Music appreciation or in the dictionary 1,000.
This five-letter prefix, meaning sun, can precede centric and sphere.
Player one.
What is helio?
Yes.
Music appreciation 1,000.
Have I told you lately, a 1993 top 10 hit for this singer was written by Van Morrison?
Player one.
Was Rod Stewart?
Precisely. Pick again.
Notable names 1,000.
Elton John's song Philadelphia Freedom was a tribute to this tennis star and her team.
Player one.
Who was Billie Jean King?
Yes, it was her. So pick again.
20th century novels 1,000.
Answer. The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
You know the drill.
Saul Bellows' title characters include Herzog, Humboldt, and this man, the Rain King.
Player one.
I don't have any idea.
Ooh, sorry.
We'll get it back.
What we were looking for was this.
Eugene Henderson. Chicago Bulls 2.
I never doubted myself, the Chicago Bulls star said after his title-winning jump shot in 1998.
Player one.
Michael Jordan.
That's who we were looking for.
Chicago Bulls 4.
In 1991, Scottie Pippen's defense on Magic Johnson helped the Bulls beat this team for their first title.
Player one.
Who are the Los Angeles Lakers?
Precisely. Pick again.
Chicago Bulls 6.
This colorful rebounding champ was an airport janitor when he began playing organized basketball.
Player one.
Who's Red Auerbach?
No, sorry. Is that it? Anyone? What we were looking for was this.
Chicago Bulls 8.
John Paxson clinched the title for the Bulls in 1993 with one of these shots, instituted in the 1979-80 season.
Player three.
What is a three-pointer?
Exactly.
Give me The Wizard of Oz for 200.
The Wicked Witch of the West dies when Dorothy throws this on her.
Player one.
What is water?
Hey, you're correct.
Wizard of Oz 4.
The three kinds of animals fretted about in the forest. Oh my.
Player two.
What are lions, tigers, and bears?
Exactly.
The Wizard of Oz for 600.
It's the part of the Tin Man's head that Dorothy oils first.
Player one.
What is the mouth?
Hey, you're correct.
Wizard of Oz 8.
The warning on the haunted forest signpost says, "I'd do this if I were you."
Player one.
What is turn back?
Exactly.
This type of animal pulls the coach in the Emerald City.
Player two.
What is a horse of a different color?
Yes.
Let's go for in the dictionary for 200.
From the Greek for treasury, it's a treasury of synonyms and antonyms.
Player one.
Was it thesaurus?
Precisely. Pick again.
In the dictionary 4.
The name of this cap worn on graduation sounds like something used by bricklayers.
Player one.
What is a mortarboard?
Hey, you're correct.
The two-letter term for a medical prescription. It also means a remedy or cure.
Player one.
What is RX?
Precisely. Pick again.
In the dictionary 8.
Add one letter to a timepiece to get this word for a sample piece of cloth. It's also a brand of timepiece.
Player one.
What is swatch?
Hey, you're correct.
Music appreciation 2.
How time flies. August 16th, 1997 was the 20th anniversary of his untimely death.
Player one.
Was Elvis Presley?
Precisely. Pick again.
He performed with Crosby, Stills, and Nash in 1970 and with Pearl Jam 25 years later.
Player one.
Who is Neil Young?
Hey, you're correct.
Of Shogun, King Rat, or Taipan, the James Clavell novel that became a musical in 1990.
Player one.
What is Shogun?
Exactly.
This sparkly singer wrote, "You are the sun, I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune, play me."
Player three.
Who is Neil Diamond?
Definitely.
How about notable names for 200?
Amid 1994 GOP gains, Democrat Zell Miller won his second gubernatorial election in this state.
Anyone? Here's what we were looking for.
I'd like 20th century novels for 200.
In its last chapter, the hero tells his father, love means not ever having to say you're sorry.
Player one.
What is Love Story?
That's right. And you seem to know your literature.
Ralph survives on the island, but Piggy is less lucky in this William Golding classic.
Player one.
What is Lord of the Flies?
Exactly.
Albert Camus' French work, L'étranger, has been translated as The Outsider, but more commonly as this.
Player three.
What is the stranger?
Hey, you're correct.
I'll try notable names for 400.
In the novels, Horatio Hornblower spends over 20 years of his life battling this French emperor.
Player one.
Who's Napoleon Bonaparte?
Precisely. Pick again.
Director Leo McCarey was the genius who got Stan Laurel to team up with this man.
Player one.
Who's Oliver Hardy?
Definitely.
A poem about her ends with the words, "Ere the tired head of Scotland's queen reposed upon the block."
Player one.
Mary Queen of Scots?
Precisely. Pick again. And the final answer of the round.
Norman Mailer was just 25 when this naked 1948 bestseller, his first novel, was published.
Player one.
What is The Naked and the Dead?
Exactly. Okay, that's it for the Jeopardy round. Now we're going to take a quick look at the scores.
You're building up a huge lead, player one. You're still in the thick of it, player three. Player two, you're in last place, but you do get to start things off first in Double Jeopardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Double Jeopardy.
Here are the categories for the Double Jeopardy round.
Colorful words and phrases. This and that. Anatomy. A walk in the park. Crime and punishment. And let's take a look at our final category. Born in Nebraska. Okay. Colorful words and phrases for 400?
Traditionally, it's the section of telephone directories that lists businesses alphabetically by type.
Player one.
What are the Yellow Pages?
Definitely.
Anatomy 2000?
Answer? The Daily Double.
Could you make your wager, please?
You know the drill.
The anterior lobe of this master gland is responsible for the release of somatotropin, or growth hormone.
Player one.
What is Pituitary Gland?
Exactly.
Anatomy 16?
This band of connective tissue between the heel and the calf is named for a legendary warrior.
Player one.
What is the Achilles Tendon?
Yes.
Anatomy 12?
Hey, butthead, this muscle's name is Latin for largest rump.
Player one.
What is Gluteus Maximus?
Precisely. Pick again.
Anatomy 8?
Joint in which you would find a band-like structure called the rotator cuff.
Player one.
What is the shoulder?
Hey, you're correct.
Anatomy 4?
The red portion of this bone tissue is responsible for the creation of blood platelets.
Player one.
What is marrow?
Precisely. Pick again.
Born in Nebraska 2?
This recipient of the Medal of Honor has been Nebraska's senior senator.
Anybody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Colorful Words and Phrases 2000?
It's the alternate title of Hans Brinker, the Mary Mapes Dodge tale of an impoverished Dutch boy.
Player one.
What is the Silver Skates?
Exactly.
Crime and Punishment 2?
The Eighth Amendment states that the two kinds of punishment that may not be inflicted are cruel or this.
Player one.
What is unusual?
Yes.
This and That 2000.
Many Japanese throw Shinto weddings, but have funerals in this religion that includes reincarnation.
Player 1.
What is Buddhism?
Precisely. Pick again.
A Walk in the Park 2000.
Answer, the Daily Double. Could you make your wager, please?
Okay, let's do 23,200.
A giant Ferris wheel graces this Austrian city's Prater, opened to the public by Joseph II in 1766.
Player 1.
What is Vienna?
Yes.
Born in Nebraska 4.
This black nationalist leader, born in Omaha, moved to Michigan when he was still little.
Player 1.
It was Malcolm X.
Precisely. Pick again.
Born in Nebraska 4. Or for 8.
Omaha native who was a football player in North Dallas 40 and a coach in the Prince of Tides.
Player 1.
It was Nick Nolte. Oh, I forgot the E. Oh, crap.
No, sorry.
Forgot the E. I was trying to put it in.
Player 2.
Who is Nick Nolte?
That's what I was trying to put, but it wouldn't let me.
Yes.
Let's try A Walk in the Park for 400.
In 1989, George Bush had the DEA buy drugs in a park across from this house to show on TV.
Player 1.
What is the White House?
Exactly.
A Walk in the Park 8.
The Bridge of Perfect Wisdom is a landmark of Beihai Park in this Chinese capital.
Player 1.
What is Beijing?
That's the spot exactly.
Regent's Park in this British capital was named for the position held by the future King George IV.
Player 1.
What is London?
Exactly.
You can follow streets named for King George V and King David to Independence Park in this Middle East city.
Player 1.
Yes.
Johnny Carson grew up in Nebraska, and so did this talk show dick.
Player 1. Good guess, but it's not what we're looking for. Player 3.
Who is Dick Enberg?
Ooh, no, sorry. Player 2.
Who is Dick Cavett?
Precisely. Pick again.
Born in Nebraska for 1,600.
She wrote her Nebraska set O Pioneers while living in Greenwich Village.
Player 1.
Definitely.
This area of closely cropped grass surrounds each hole in golf.
Player 1.
Precisely. Pick again.
These movie and TV awards are presented annually by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association.
Player 1.
Hey, you're correct.
Term for the illegal buying or selling of goods in violation of rationing or price controls.
Player 1.
Precisely. Pick again.
In 1824, Charles Dickens' father went to jail for this crime, though he didn't have a credit card.
Player 1.
Hey, you're correct.
The punishment at the end of the novel Crime and Punishment is servitude in this cold Russian region.
Player 1.
Precisely. Pick again.
When Ann Landers admits an error, she sentences herself to 40 lashes with one of these types of noodles.
Player 2.
What is a wet noodle?
Definitely.
I'll take This and That for 400.
The virus that causes this barnyard kids disease can cause shingles in later life.
Player 1. Precisely. Pick again.
This law says if anything can go wrong, it will.
Player 2.
What is Murphy's Law?
Hey, you're correct.
This and that for 1,200.
As a noun, it's the person who is in charge of the money. As a verb, it means to dismiss from service.
Player 1. Precisely. Pick again.
Appropriately, you take this form of spoken exam to complete the Mayo Clinic's orthodontics residency program.
Is that it? Anyone? Player 2?
What is reading your thesis aloud?
Ooh, sorry. Nobody? What we were looking for was this. And now to finish off the round.
In 1995, Alabama reinstituted these gangs, from which Paul Muni played a fugitive.
Player 1. That's it. You do know your history. That's the end of the Double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores once again. Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. You're trailing Player 3, but there's plenty of game left. Time now for Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager. Famous women. Go ahead. Make your wager. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager. Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. Good luck.
This blind 1904 Radcliffe graduate was a suffragist, political activist, vaudeville performer, and writer.
Let's see how everyone did. Your question, Player 3. That's it. Right. Well done. And your wager was? Your question, Player 2. That is incorrect. What was your wager? Player 1, your question. Very good. What was your wager? Congratulations to the big winner here today on Jeopardy. Player 1. Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Come back and see us again real soon, won't you?
Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin our game.